I just attended a Zig Ziglar event in Dallas, Texas, and let me tell you why this is one of the best things I've ever done.
Us too, we apply this stuff to ourselves every day, and we're not perfect, but we strive.
I want to say that to the folks that are listening too. Rudy is the epitome of that. At 30 years old, I mean, this dude, he just has such a fire for life, a passion.
What's up, everybody? Rudy here, and in today's video, it's going to be actually a 3-part video series where I'm going to explain to you this journey that I had of attending the Zig Ziglar event, and I'm going to break it down into 3 parts. Kind of the why, about why you should attend this kind of stuff and what's to come from it. I'm going to go over the things that I've learned, my biggest takeaways, and then I'm going to come up with an action plan going forward that hopefully inspires you guys all to do the same, and you guys can follow the same exact process of what I've learned and what I'm implementing into my life right now and into my business. And so the first thing I wanted to talk about is why events like this are so important. So the first thing that they say is the 5 closest people in your life is the average income of what you have, and most likely the average happiness and life that you experience on a daily basis. Actually, I took this concept and I applied it, and so the first reason why I give you that is just amazing and why you should attend events is because you're networking, you're getting around people who are at a level similar to you or even above. And when you're able to get here and network and have conversations with these people, it actually changes so much in you. I can tell you the favorite thing about this weekend was the connections that I made with people. The great thing about these events is, A, you get to learn, you're coming out with a process and a plan, but most importantly, everybody there just cares for you. I mean, if you talk about sense of community and support, you get into these events, there's strangers that you've never met that all they want for you is the best. I mean, literally, I've had so many conversations this weekend of just people just hearing my story, being inspired by my story, encouraging me to get up and talk and speak and coach all these people who are needing my assistance. I know that I felt like that about myself all this time, but just like everybody else, it's hard to accept in a way and then act on it without wanting to be perceived as cocky because you're so confident in yourself. But what I learned is the ones who are not confident are the ones who sit back and they don't get what they're actually valuable for. If there's one thing that I learned, it's don't be afraid to ask for your value. Ask for the amount that you really feel you deserve. If you don't, you're gonna keep taking the back seat and it's gonna dictate the way that you move and operate. And so that was my favorite thing about this event, was mostly just the connections. I mean, I met so many great people. Start from the top down. Tom Ziglar, Zig Ziglar's son, was, it's his event. His company took over for his dad, and that guy is just amazing. You can see the community that he built. All the support that this guy has. I mean, so many people look up to him. There was a moment in this conference where he's speaking, giving out awards to some of the coaches who have moved up in his program, and there comes this old guy. He's like 80 years old. His name's Kenneth. The most amazing guy I've ever met. Just every time I walked up, Rudy, with a big smile. This dude got the award at like 80 years old, and you can just see how much Tom Ziglar cared for this guy. And not even this guy, but the entire crowd. He got paused on stage, or he got stuck, and just, he couldn't even stop the tears from coming out. It was amazing. I mean, to see something like that from the top, from the leader. In most cases, they'll be present, but once they get something established, Tom Ziglar does an astounding job at, like I said, building this community and making sure everybody's involved. He talked about me on stage multiple times. Like, that's how far out he went. I'm not even in his program. I just attended the event. And this guy still went out of his way to make a connection with me, shout me out on stage, we did a coaching session together in front of the entire audience of like 150 people. It was just flat out amazing. So I respect Tom Ziglar like crazy. I think what they're doing over here is amazing. They're just a great community of people to learn from, especially if you're in business. And it's not just business. They teach 95% of success in business is mindset, which is where I'm at. But anyways, after him, we had Howard Partridge, been with the Zig Ziglar team for maybe like 30 years or so. Just an incredible player. David Wright is another one of their long-term coaches, and I got this book, got to meet this guy. This is the movie Friday Night Lights. It's his coach, Nathaniel Hearn. I mean, hearing this guy speak and then being able to sit down one-on-one, conversate with the guy, to be able to take in the stories and stuff that he shared, and the experiences, it's just amazing. You know, it's, you literally go here and you cannot help it but just leave inspired and ready to just take action and do what these people are telling you to do. You know, it's like watching my video, like a lot of this stuff is clicking in your head and you're like, yes, I agree. Like, it really just comes down to the people who believe in themselves and take action. Yes, that's exactly the point. It's really that simple, you know. But when you leave here, you have such an adrenaline rush, and it's like such a high level of intensity that you're just ready to take action. That's one of the important things about going to events like this, is when you do go with a semi-plan, at least a plan in place of what you want from this event. That way you'll be able to work on something while they're helping you unfold and come up with a plan, and then when it's done, you can start implementing things. That's what I'm doing in this video, and I have so many things to share with you in this 3-part series about all of the plans that I got out of this. All of these books I could show you here. Friday Night Lights, you've seen. This is Tom Ziglar's newest book, 10 Leadership Virtues for Disruptive Times. We went over this book. I could tell you it's going to be great. I mean, anything to do with leadership, to me, is the most important aspect of life, because we all the leaders of our own lives. Whether you like it or not, you have to be the leader of your life. So after Nathaniel Hearn, the favorite speaker of the weekend for me was Donald Miller, and this is his book. It's called Coach Builder. I can't tell you enough about how much game this guy gave out. He talked about how to build a coaching brand, how to get coaching clients, from the start from finish, the whole business model, you know, even down to the pricing of what he prices himself at, and the whole system of how to coach, how it worked. Everything is in there. It was just absolutely incredible. I will definitely be going over Donald Miller's work in my next video, because to me, that's where I got the most information. But yeah, this video was just to just let you guys know, like, by the end of this video, you're watching it, wherever you're at, whatever part of the world, whatever part of America, it doesn't matter. Look for events near you, self-development or business events, and start attending them. It'll be the best thing you've ever done. I started this at a young age, and committing to it and following through on it, this is why I'm here today. It's because of events like this and people that are at these events. So that's what I got for you guys in this first video. We'll see you guys in part 2.
Us too, you know, we apply this stuff to ourselves every day, and we're not perfect, you know, but we strive.
I want to say that to the folks that are listening too. Rudy is the epitome of that. At 30 years old, I mean, this dude he just has such a fire for life, a passion, and you're not one of those ones that sit on the sidelines.